Now entering the temple of Anubis.
Systems upgrading. Small level under controls.
I can't believe that game is just dying so badly.
What game?
2042.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it's just shit.
It's
Okay.
dying so badly that the Battlefield game that came before it, and mind you, Battlefield 5 sucked. Battlefield 5 currently has double the player count that
What
fucking
the hell?
2042 does.
Wizards,
Battlefield
I mean,
5.
do you want me to go check and see the, should I go check the player numbers for it in Winter Clan?
I guess.
Just to see. Let me pull it up.
2042. Oh!
Okay,
That's a big oof.
Sky. I don't even think they do multiplayer at this point. Do you know what the Battlefield 2042 was for today?
What?
Campaign.
That's funny.
Like, okay, because there's like an event list for every day, right? Sadly, there was no Halo or Overwatch, otherwise I'd be playing with them. But, here, let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I hope that there's not just the peeps being removed, but I'm also hoping that, whatchamacallit,
Okay, I'll check between deaths so I don't get kicked.
what's it called? Games. I hope that they actually improve some of the games, too.
God, I would hope so.
That'd be funny.
No.
That'd be funny if World of Warcraft saw a resurgence because of this.
Hey, Sky, World of Warcraft might be on X console now. I mean, I just thought about that. It might be on console now.
Hold on. You know that one part in Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movies? I'm just J.J. Jameson.
Which one was it?
You serious?
Oh.
That's me. That's me right now.
What, is that something stupid, or...?
It's the fact that it's not out of the realm of possibilities now.
Oh.
I like how a very real threat is being bought by Microsoft or being bought by Disney. Both are very real and very valid threats.
Right.
I hope you get bought by Microsoft. I hope you get bought by Disney. I hope your favorite media gets a live-action Netflix adaptation. I hope your favorite character gets voiced by Chris Pratt.
Oh god.
Very real threats. Very real and very valid threats.
Right.
Like, if I threaten somebody with that, I feel like their will to live just plummets. Honestly, I kind of disagree with Omega on that. I'm actually kind of glad that Microsoft can be that proactive.
Because, dude, here's the thing. Apparently, from what I heard, like, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft were all very unhappy with the way Blizzard was conducting their business, you know,
Although it seems
with, like, all the allegations and shit.
It seems like Microsoft was the first one to pull the trigger.
Hey, keep in mind who runs Xbox. Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer is that guy who's like everyone's dad. He cares about the community.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keanu Reeves.
Oh god.
Video games.
Bad. But
I can't wait to see what I can't wait to see some Flash Kids animations about this shit that's happening.
Right. But think about it. Phil Spencer has always been sort of the everyday gamer as far like in the company. You know?
Phil Spencer versus Reggie Fils-Aimé.
But see, that's the thing though. I think him and Reggie, I think they actually gave a shit about, you know.
They did.
Remember about what? Keep in mind what the Xbox One was before Phil Spencer got a hold of it. It was a glorified DVR box.
I like how much Reggie was also a gamer and a memer, because whenever he was whenever he was leaving Nintendo of America. He literally said, "And yes, my body is still ready."
Well, that's what I'm talking about. What's up?
What time is it?
I still have a job.
9:44. Why?
Objective.
I want to die. There's another gold slime. Other than that, that's the 5th one I've passed up now. I just now took my boots off.
Jesus, dude.
So while some, I just thought of something real quick. While some gaming news is like good news, have you heard how hard NFTs are being pushed in some games?
No, what the hell?
Yeah, there's some. Ubisoft has already done a few.
Excuse me. Why am I not surprised at Ubisoft?
Fucking
Ubisoft and
apparently-
EA would not
What is
surprise me.
NFT?
Yeah, they're doing NFTs.
What is
Just look it up. Trust me.
Look them up, and then you'll cringe, and
You really
be all
will.
like this. You'll literally look at this and say, "This is loot boxes all over again, but like 10 times worse."
Right.
This is just. It doesn't belong in gaming. This is not. Okay.
Sky. Guess how many people Battlefield 2042 has in Winter Clan? 82.
How many?
That's it.
How many people are in Winter?
A good chunk, dude. Like I'm pretty sure 1,000 at least.
Man, Battlefield 2042. You're actually doing bad enough if you're literally making me reconsider. Although then again, I've been kind of considering getting back
Oh
into it.
god. Okay.
Battlefield 1, because the only reason why I didn't give it as much of a chance is because, Jesus Christ, that game fucking destroyed me.
Okay.
Normally
Sky,
I'm good at a Battlefield game, but
after
for
this
whatever
match,
reason...
I will go through and tell you the player count for every game they have available.
Alright.
Just
but yeah,
because
so-
it shows just how Battlefield 2042 is.
Well,
I think Tabletop Simulator has more players.
yeah, no, I want to play Battlefield 1 again because, I'm not gonna lie, that game was cinematic in a way. Like, Battlefield 1 was beautiful. I just didn't appreciate it as much because I kept getting angry. I kept getting, well, here's the problem is, normally I don't suck at Battlefield games. Unlike Call of Duty, I go positive enough. For whatever reason, Battlefield 1 just dicked me. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
So I was like, alright. So, yeah.
Okay.
I just wanna...
Hey, Sky. Destiny 2, 670. Warframe, 248. Apex, 214. Rocket League, 197. Dauntless, 134. Overwatch, 149 official members. Warzone, 165. Dungeons and Dragons, 168. LOL, 134. Tabletop Simulator, 127. Paradox Collection, 125. Rainbow Six Siege, 117. Smite, 92. New World, 102. Halo, 111. Vanguard, 82. Unreal Tournament 4, 78. Mario Kart, 72. Smash, 51. Star Citizen, 11. Splatoon 2, 47. Battlefield 2042, 80-something. If that doesn't tell you how bad it really is, I got yoinked because I was reading that. Oh well.
Fucking Battlefield 2042 is literally holding up the back of the list.
Pretty much. It's in the double digits.
Fucking A. Battlefield 2042. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what the shit are you guys doing with your game? Oh, did you hear that DICE also made another questionable decision?
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's DICE or if it's EA at this point. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh no.
They have allowed, like, despite the fact that they have killed...
Hey, hold that thought. Hang on. Hold that thought, Adrian, real quick.
Sky. So back on the Microsoft buying Blizzard, I'm not upset about it by any means. In fact, I support it, but There's one con, and in particular, which is Microsoft is becoming more of a monopoly, which is illegal.
I wouldn't entirely say that. I mean, the only reason why I wouldn't say that is
They
because
are.
even with Microsoft having acquired this, they still don't have as much value as fucking Sony or Tencent does. Like, apparently, those
But
two
the
gaming
fact of the
companies
matter
are
is
still
that they're
doing
buying
better
out
than.
literally every.
Oh no. He's been silenced. Oh no. Microsoft silenced you because you were opposing them.
Let's try this again. Apparently, I left. I was
No, I
very upset
know.
when they
I
bought
was, I
the
was,
CPU years
I
ago.
was, I was just giggling about the fact that Microsoft decided to silence you since you were opposing them. They just decided to execute you. It's like, oh no, I just witnessed an execution. Microsoft's death squad's got Omega. Anyways, yeah, no, I could see why one would be upset about the acquisition, but personally, I think it's a good thing. I think it needed. I think somebody needed to do it because Blizzard being left on their own, just to be their own entity, was obviously not working out anymore. So
Yeah.
somebody need to
I
put
just hope
put a leash on them.
Microsoft doesn't continue to buy more companies.
Microsoft buys literally every gaming company that hasn't been claimed yet,
Monopoly.
and then it's just down to fucking Sony versus Microsoft, the way that they wanted it to be. Oh god, I can't wait for fucking Call of Duty to become platform exclusive. Fucking, that's actually something that somebody had pointed out that they literally said Microsoft literally has like they don't need Sony. Microsoft does
Now
not
everybody's talking about
Microsoft
people
doesn't
over my
need to
brother's school.
care about
Guess when I
Sony's sale
saw
numbers. They only need to care about their
happened this
own,
way when I was driving to school.
which means
He came
that
up farther,
if
and I'm like, and again, this is why
platform
when I
if
get
platform
45 on the
exclusivity
summer
on
test,
Call of
you might
Duty
have to let me eat my
is going to help
and I was just
Microsoft,
there to brake check.
then that
Yes,
means
it definitely will.
we may very well see the next Call of Duty game exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Whoa.
PC via fucking the Xbox marketplace rather than maybe you'll still be able to buy it through Activision Blizzard on the BattleNet site,
I'm back. What's up?
but that's just a what if figurative. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're just talking about Microsoft's acquisition of Blizzard
Oh,
and
gotcha.
how Call of Duty might become a fucking platform exclusive
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Also, my buddy Face
because
pointed something out today. Blech.
hmm,
Halo is now Microsoft's second most popular shooter.
which mean
What's our more popular?
Call of Duty because they own it now.
yeah, they do.
So my buddy's like, that makes Halo their second most popular. I'm like, oh shit.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So it's good, but keep in mind, obviously they have the PC side, but what's going to happen to the PlayStation players? Which
The problem is,
Some PlayStation players.
I just discussed this with Omega. There's a person that I watched on a video. He was kind of just talking about gaming news in general. It was like 30 or so minutes, and it was talking about how like a bunch of different things. Oh yeah, that was one thing I'm gonna bring up here in a second that got put in my recommendeds. But real quick though, so just to continue on subject, Microsoft doesn't care about PlayStation's sale numbers.
they
They
really
don't
don't.
need they don't need PlayStation to keep on going, which means if making Call of Duty a platform exclusive helps their sales, they're gonna make it a platform exclusive.
Right.
So PlayStation may not see the next Call of Duty game.
I'm not gonna lie though, I hope they do, just because, you know, come on. So
PlayStation has so many fucking
Oh,
exclusives. Like,
good point, actually. Yeah.
okay, so here's the thing that I was gonna say. Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah, that.
An issue has cropped up in Battlefront 2 because of the fact that they decided to neglect the ever-loving fuck out of it whenever they dropped its support. Guess what? Guess what happened? Just take a guess.
Hackers.
There's a bug that has gotten so rampant in the game that at first it was only reported by a few users. Now nearly every match has this bug. You literally can't kill anybody. You can knock everybody to 1 health. No one will die. No one will die. Absolutely nobody. You cannot kill anybody. They have let Battlefront die so bad, and the game is only a couple years old. They literally thought that they wouldn't have to maintain the game, but in doing so, they let the game get fucked.
Why did they drop support for it to begin with?
Well, I mean, because they were done with the expansions. They weren't putting out any more DLC and content updates for Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2's life cycle is over. So they thought that they could leave a skeleton crew behind to man the game.
Damn, correct.
But it turns out they needed more than just a skeleton crew. And here's the thing, is Battlefront 2 is a success story. It was a game that started out fucking
horrible as hell.
It was horrible
it's a
as
game
hell,
that
and
made a reference to the new one.
It made a beautiful fucking comeback. Like, all honesty, it did. Battlefront 2 became a decent game, and I actually enjoyed it because I was like, huh, these are nice updates, and they've added in a bunch of shit that I like. And I had fun with the game. And then they just let it die. Like Titanfall 2. That's depression on a stick right there.
Right.
That's a depression kebab. Both Battlefront 2 and Titanfall 2, all on the same skewer. They just
they're killing Xbox, right? Like the Xbox 360.
Oh, I know. Halo's canned support is like the first step towards that. They're gonna make it to where the 360 will basically just be like the Xbox original. The only way you'll be able to play stuff multiplayer is either couch co-op or LAN. But they are slowly phasing out 360 servers.
I hate to say this, but it's been long. It's taken them long enough. I'm glad to see it had support this long, but
the 360 is. I'm gonna state now. The 360 and the PS3 console generations are considered the most successful.
Good lord.
They are considered the most successful. They are the most successful console generation. Even compared to the Xbox One and Xbox Series X and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, the 360, the PlayStation 3, and the Wii are considered to be the best console generation to this date.
I was say they were around like what, a decade?
Yes, they've had the longest. They've had the longest support, and they've had the largest player base. There were so many people during that fucking entire decade that played games.
Play of the game.
Well, I know why that Reaper was so good. His name is Korean.
So
Legitimately, it's in Korean.
Oh, well. Yeah, so unfortunately, it is a sad day that they are cutting support for 360 soon. Don't know when, they haven't specifically said, but them doing that to Halo is just the first step.
Right.
By the way, I actually got kind of depressed because I actually didn't know that somebody had went into the game's files to actually change the message. on Halo 3 at least specifically. Guess what the text said whenever the
What?
servers finally went offline?
What
And
was
it's something that
What?
you can still see if you boot up the game. If you go to the online portion and you look where it shows like the little message that says finish the fight, well, the message has been changed to say thanks for finishing the fight.
it? Ow.
I know.
Ow.
I got some major depression from that.
Espresso Depresso Supreme, Jesus.
Like I was just like, "Oh, why'd you have to go and do that to me?
Right.
Please don't just break my heart." Like that's depressing to think of that 3, Reach, and 4 are now dead.
Right. And like in 4 is where me and you met.
It was, which means goodbye memories.
Reach was my original game that I ever started playing.
Halo CE
That
for
was
me.
the game that started me being a gamer.
I played 3 before any other Halo game, but when I actually started playing like online, like when I got an internet subscription, an Xbox Live account, and everything, was during Halo 4. So I started off with Halo 4. And that's where I met this motherfucker, this big dumbass over here.
Bye.
He is definitely big.
And a dumbass.
Shut
Let's
up.
not forget that.
Yep.
Oh, okay, hang on. Side note, Sky. Guess who I showed to Omega today?
Did you show him 13?
Yes. He's
Yep.
like.
Did you show him the reason why Wizard thinks he looks like he'd shit in your cereal?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wizard literally stated that 13 looks like the guy who would shit in your cereal.
I think I clipped it too.
So yeah, you met 13. Unfortunately, his is a sordid tale because
I want
he used to be he used to be mine and Dustin's like best friend on Xbox.
Okay, Sky, do you want a horribly depressing joke that 13 made? Like,
What?
I say horribly depressing because it's gonna make you realize remember the old days. Banana.
Oh lord.
Like, and it's depressing because it's like those days.